皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me today. This is the Japanese Easy News article of the day for January 26, 2026. 2026年1月26日の今日の記事でございます。So we'll go over our headline real quick, but be sure to stick around because later in the video I'll be showing some resources that I think would be very helpful for beginner to intermediate learners. So we have 雪がたくさん積もったところ、雪を片付ける時の事故に気をつけて。Okay, here is our vocabulary from the headline. We have 雪, which is snow, たくさん, a lot, 積もる, or something to pile up or to accumulate. ところ is a place or a location. 片付ける is to clean up or to put something in order. 事故 is an accident. 気をつける is to be careful or to take care. Okay, jumping back to our headline here. We have 雪が, so 雪, snow, and が something it's going to do or be something. So there's going to be a verb that should go along with this が. So 雪がたくさん積もった. So たくさん a lot or in a great amount. 積もった This is 積もる in the past tense. 積もる is to pile up or to accumulate. And then all of that is modifying ところ. So ところ is our location or our place. And what kind of a location are we talking about? A location where lots of snow has accumulated or piled up. And we have this space. So this is kind of telling us this is our main idea, all of this right here. And then the rest is going to be about that main idea or takes place in that main idea. So here, since this is a location, something about this place or in this place. So in places where there's lots of snow that is piled up. 雪を片付ける. So 雪 is snow again. を片付ける to clean up snow or to shovel or get snow off of roads or sidewalks, etc. Get it in its right place. That's kind of what 片付ける implies. You're putting it where it belongs. So 雪を片付ける getting rid of the snow. 時 so when getting rid of snow or cleaning up snow. の事故 so 事故 is an accident, as in like a dangerous accident that happens. This is for car accidents. It's also for like accidents at home, fires, things like that. Those can all be 事故. And then, so all of this is talking about what kind of 事故 we have. So accidents when cleaning up snow に気をつけて. So 気をつける is to be careful or to take caution. This is in the te form, which is kind of like a command form. So in locations where lots of snow has piled up, take care or watch out for accidents while cleaning up snow. Okay, let's get into our vocabulary for the rest of the article. We have Nihonkai, which is the Sea of Japan. If you look at the kanji, Nihon, Japan, Kai, the Sea of Japan. Then we have Gawa, which is the side of something. So this normally attaches to another noun. So in our article, I believe we have Nihonkai Gawa. So Nihonkai Gawa would be the side of the Sea of Japan, or the Sea of Japan side of Japan, if that makes sense. Then we have Furu, which is to fall for precipitation. So we say things like Yuki ga furu or Ame ga furu. The snow falls, the rain falls. Then we have Koeru, to exceed or to be over or greater than something. Hisashiburi is a long time. It's often used for greetings like Hisashiburi desu. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Hisashiburi desu. We have densha, train. Hikouki, airplane. Tomaru, to stop or halt or to cease. Kousokudoro is a freeway or a highway. Literally a high-speed road. In Japan, these are normally toll roads. But yeah, 高速道路. And we have toru, which is to go through or to pass or to let things through. And we have 気象庁, which is the Japan Meteorological Agency. 屋根, roof. 落ちる. Now this is fall as well, but this is for something to fall down or fall off of something. So if you fell off the roof, you wouldn't use furu, you would use 落ちる. And then we have 以上. So 以上 normally attaches to another noun or a number, saying this amount or greater or no less than this amount. Okay, here is our grammar point of the day. We have てくる and ていく. So this て is the te form of a verb, and then we have くる and いく. So this is one of my favorite grammars in Japanese. This took me a really long time to kind of understand and get down how it works, but it's really interesting how it works. So if you look at it and think about it, so we have くる and いく. And if you don't know how those work in Japanese, so 来る is like to come, and 行く is to go. So 来る, it's always involving coming towards where the speaker is at. And 行く is always going away from that location. So it can be used in a physical sense, like this first example sentence we have here. So たけるくんが走ってきた or 走っていった. So these are both example sentences here. So we have たけるくんが走ってきた would be たけるくん came running towards me. So we have 走る here, which is to run, and then 走ってきた. So this is 来る in the past tense. So たけるくん came running towards me. So that 来る always involves coming towards the person, right? And then, yeah, to break down the whole sentence, we just have たけるくんが. So たけるくん is the one doing this, right? And then we have 走っていった. So the rest of the sentence is completely the same, but this ていく, also in the past tense, ていった, means that he was running away from us. So たけるくん went running off away from where I was at, right? たけるくんが走っていった. So that kind of makes sense in a physical sense, but it gets a little bit confusing when talking about other situations where this grammar is used. So this can also be in a temporal sense, as in like relating to time. So when something comes to a certain point, we can use te kuru. And when something goes away from that certain point, we use te iku. And so one way to describe this is like it's the end of or the start of a process. And it kind of focuses on that process rather than just the action itself. It's more of the process of the action happening. So I think it'll make more sense as we go over these example sentences. So we have 漢字が少し読めるようになってきた. So 漢字が and just kanji, right? 少し a little bit. 読める this is 読む in the potential form, so to be able to read. To be able to read kanji a little bit. And then ようになる. So ようになる is implying a change, right? It's straight up saying a change to not being able to read, and now we are able to read. So this is something that's happened, and that's what we are connecting てきた to. Once again, this 来た is the past tense of 来る. So what does this てくる imply? It implies that it was a long process, and I worked hard, and there was a lot of, effort that went into this. But I've reached that point, so that te kuru, we're at that point right now, and we're focusing on everything up to that point. So I have now come to the point where I can read a little bit of kanji, right? Okay, now we have the second example sentence. これから大変になると思うけど、頑張っていきましょう. So これから going forward or from now. 大変 is hard or rough, and then 大変になる will become rough or get rough. と思う saying I think, right? So I think things will get rough going forward. けど however, 頑張っていきましょう. So 頑張って is 頑張る to do one's best, put in a lot of effort. And then we have this て with 行く. And then that 行く is put into the ましょう form here, which is let's do it, right? So 頑張っていく. We are now at the start of the process. And you could just say 頑張りましょう here. Let's do our best. But this 頑張っていきましょう is implying, okay, this is going to take a lot of time. There's going to be lots of steps involved. We're going to have to work at it. We're going to have to spend lots of time to do this, right? So これから大変になると思うけど、頑張っていきましょう. Things are going to get hard, I think. But let's move forward doing our best, even if it might be difficult. So an interesting thing about this is normally you'll see this te kuru in the past tense, because a lot of times you're focusing on what has happened up to now, and the te iku is often in the future tense because it's talking about going forward from that point. However, it's not always the case because you can put yourself in a situation in the past, right? Where you're in the past going forward to do something. Or you can put yourself in a situation in the future where you think you will get to that certain point. So it gets a little bit confusing, but if you look out for it, you can kind of see how it's used even in those weird situations. But as a general rule, you'll see tekuru in the past tense because you're talking about things coming up to this point, teiku in the future tense because you're going forward from that point. So I wanted to take some time real quick and show you a resource that I have found invaluable both with my own personal studies and sharing with students. This is called Immersion Kit. Basically, you can go to this website and search for a grammar pattern, a phrase, a word, and then it will find certain anime or dramas or movies that have, actually they even have video games, that have that certain grammar or phrase or word in it. So as we can kind of see here, I'm searching this tekuru grammar here in the past tense. So we have tekita. And then I'm just looking at what they have here. So if you look on the left side here, they've got all these different anime that you can find that have this grammar point. Now, all of them won't be perfect, but here, for example, I just looked at Your Name. Great movie, by the way. And we have a great example here of a use of tekita. We have 何が起きているのかだんだん分かってきた. So I have gradually come to understand what is going on. 何が起きているのかだんだん分かってきた. Tekita. We've come to this point, right? So that's one example. We can also look at some other examples. If you just look on the left side, there's tons. So we've got like over 100 in Death Note, I think. And then another one of my favorites, Angel Beats. If you go there, you can see there's a whole bunch here. And I found that it can find it even if part of it is in a different conjugation. Like if it comes from the same verb, but it's conjugated slightly differently, a lot of the time I found this can still find it. It will also find different things that don't exactly match up with the grammar point or something like that if you're looking. But either way, it's an amazing resource. And if you ever want to, like, okay, I have this grammar point, I really want to see how this is used, see some different situations in which this is used. This is a great resource for that. Another great resource for this grammar in particular is Tofugu. They also have tons of other resources for teaching grammar and giving tons of example sentences. This is a Teikuru Teiku one, but I will link that as well below.
日本海側などでは雪がたくさん降りました。札幌市では今日も 1メートル以上の雪が積もっています。札幌市で雪が1メートルを超えるのは久しぶりです。雪のため電車や飛行機が止まったり、高速道路が通れなかったりするところがあります。気象庁によると、この後も日本海側などで雪が降りそうです。雪を片付けるときには2人以上でしてください。屋根から落ちてくる雪などに気をつけてください。
Okay, let's jump right into our article here.
日本海側などでは雪がたくさん降りました。
Okay, 日本海側などでは So 日本海 Sea of Japan 側 the Sea of Japan side など which is something like what it's attached to. So here we have 日本海側など would be places like the Sea of Japan side or around that area. では is in those locations. So on the Sea of Japan side of Japan and the like. 雪がたくさん降りました. So 雪が snow with ga, it's going to do or be something and have a verb that's normally connected to it, which is furu here. So the snow fell, 降りました, 降る, and たくさん降る. So fell a lot. A lot of snow fell on the Sea of Japan side and surrounding areas.
札幌市では今日も1メートル以上の雪が積もっています。
Okay, 札幌市では So 札幌市 would be 札幌 city では So in 札幌今日も or 26日も So 26日 26th 今日 today is the 26th も also So in addition to previously we have も meaning also So also today 1メートル以上 So 1メートル is 1 meter 以上 is more than and then that is connected to 雪 here with の So 1メートル以上の雪が積もっています So snow of over 1 meter is or has compiled or accumulated, piled up, right? So in Sapporo today, over 1 meter of snow has piled up.
札幌市で雪が1メートルを超えるのは久しぶりです。
札幌市で、So 札幌市で in 札幌 the city of Sapporo 雪が snow and then it's going to do something or be something with が雪が1メートルを超える So 超える is to surpass, exceed, to be over So snow being over 1メートル 1 meter のは So if we want to describe a fact that ends with a verb, here we have to change it into a noun, so we use の So 雪が1メートルを超えるのは So this thing of the snow being over 1 meter is 久しぶりです So 久しぶり is long time So it has been a long time since there has been over 1 meter of snow in Sapporo
雪のため電車や飛行機が止まったり、高速道路が通れなかったりするところがあります。
Okay, 雪のため So 雪 snow のため means due to So due to the snow 電車や飛行機が止まったり So 電車や飛行機 making a list of things 電車 trains 飛行機 planes and this や means trains, planes, and other things I'm not going to mention, but just know that they are there. が止まったり So 止まる is to stop or to cease operation. And then you'll see we have a tari here. We have a tari tari suru, which is a grammar for saying things like this are going to happen or they are happening. So things like trains and planes stopping. And then we're going to list another thing that happens with this tari here. 高速道路が通れなかったり So 高速道路 is freeway, highway, basically the toll roads on Japan. They're fast roads, but you have to pay to get on them. 高速道路が通れなかったり So 通れる is the potential of 通る to be able to move, go through, pass through. And then this is in the negative past tense. So 通れなかったり be unable to move, right? So basically the freeways or highways are also stopped. 通れなかったりする And then the thing that combines these two tari into a complete idea is する。するところがあります。So ところがあります。ところ is a place. があります。There are places. And what kind of places are there? All of this from basically the start of the sentence down to the ところ describes what kind of places we're talking about. So what kind of places? Places where trains and planes have stopped and the freeways or highways are impassable due to the snow.
気象庁によると、この後も日本海側などで雪が降りそうです。
気象庁によると、So 気象庁 is the Japan Meteorological Agency, the weather people. によると means according to these people. So according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. この後も So この後 means after this. This も implies that something is happening beforehand. So also continuing going forward after this as well as what's happened up to now. この後も日本海側などで same thing as previously on the Sea of Japan side and the surrounding areas. で gives us our location. And 雪が降りそうです. So 雪が降る would be the snow will fall. And then we are attaching that to そうです here. So 降りそうです means it seems like it will snow. So according to the Japan Meteorological Agency, it seems like it will continue to snow going forward on the Sea of Japan side and surrounding areas.
雪を片付けるときには2人以上でしてください。
Yeah. 雪を片付けるとき So 雪 is going to be snow again. 片付ける to clean up, to put it where it belongs. Basically when you're shoveling snow or getting it off roads and sidewalks, that kind of stuff. 雪を片付けるとき So when doing this, when cleaning up the snow, 時には during those times basically. 2人以上でしてください So 2人 will be our counter for people. So 2 people. 以上 or more. And this で is telling us how we are doing it. The means or the state that we're going to be doing this in. So, and then we have してください So して coming from する, the て form connected to ください Hey, ください please do this action. So when you are cleaning up snow, please do it with 2 or more people. This で is saying that like with, right? What kind of situation or state are we supposed to be doing it in? With 2 or more people. 2人以上でしてください
屋根から落ちてくる雪などに気をつけてください。
屋根から落ちてくる雪。So, 屋根 would be the roof or roofs. から, so from the roof. 落ちてくる. So here we have 落ちる to fall off of something with our grammar point of the day. てくる. So without even looking at the rest of the sentence, we know where this snow is falling. Right? It's falling from the roof. And てくる here means it's falling towards us. Right? Kuru is always going to be coming towards where we are physically or in time. So here, 落ちてくる and then yuki. So all of this is describing the snow. So snow that will fall towards you from the roof. Nado and other things. Icicles as well. Kind of the implication there. に気をつけてください. So 気をつける is to take caution, be careful of. And then that will normally take the particle ni. So what are we supposed to be careful of? Be careful of snow and the like that will fall from the roofs towards you. And then that's in the てください. So please do this thing, right? So 屋根から落ちてくる雪などに気をつけてください. Please watch out for snow and the like that fall off from the roofs towards you. So, all right, that is it for our article today. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're enjoying these articles and you're learning some Japanese. Always feel free to ask questions in the comments below. I love answering and helping out where I can. I will plan on seeing you tomorrow. If this is your first time and you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will plan on seeing you tomorrow. また明日.